Welcome back to Assassin's Creed 2. Last time on Assassin's Creed 2, Ezio and Leonardo formed a plan to fly into the Doge's estate to save him using Leonardo's flying machine. However, the test failed and Leonardo needed a new way to make it work. Using fire spread across the city using the thieves of Venice. We are able to gain lift with the flying machine and fly over the city straight into the Doge's palazzo. However, it seems that Ezio is too late and the Doge drank the poison intended for him by Carlo. Running outside to kill Carlo, he is yelling and telling everyone that we killed the Doge, framing us. To make matters even worse, we kill Carlo and the Doge comes out incoherently yelling that we killed him. And so, with this at our backs, we must find and kill the other Templars. Serenissima, Repubblica di Venezia, 1486. After all that's happened, I'm sure Leonardo wants to know of his flying machine. We should visit him first.
Ezio! Dio mio! You're alive! Is it true? They say you killed the Doge.
I was trying to save him, Leonardo. But the truth matters little. I failed. And now I'm the most wanted man in Venezia.
Well, perhaps you are in luck. It's Carnevale in Venezia. This is the time when everybody goes without a face.
That's why I'm here. Do you have a mask I can wear?
Of course. Somewhere in here.
Grazie, amico mio. And I have something for you.
Oh, more of the Codex. Aha. This one's quite complex. It's a new design, my friend. A mechanism for your wrist, but not a blade. In fact, it seems to be a kind of arma da fuoco, but as small as a hummingbird.
Is that possible?
I have no idea. Let's build it and find out.
Knowledge is power. Practice with the Hidden Blades pistol modification. I feel like it would take a long time to make a pistol. I guess it would be a crude design. And for what we're using it for. Close range. Just ball rounds. The little powder packed in.
Break something, the idiot.
But we're here at the practice yard. Luckily there's fireworks all over the place, so this shouldn't draw too much attention. Now that we have our weapon, we can take aim and fire. That wasn't very accurate. Let's try it again. Huh. Okay, I think I'm getting the hang of this. Instead of just shooting off into the dark, perhaps we can try it on one of the dummies. Acquiring our target, we shoot, and it's easy as that.
You've done me good, brother.
Ma certo. But I'm sure your return was not just to play with new toys. Is it about this terrible new doge they've installed? Marco Barbarigo? Then you'll want to speak with your friend Antonio. I've seen him quite a bit lately at... mutual friends. I'd look for him there, in the Dorsoduro district, to the south. Ask for Sister Theodora.
Sister?
Well, in a way, yes, sister. And Ezio, you can't be carrying weapons out there today.
Grazie, Leonardo. Now, about that mask.
Marco Barbarigo. Although his brother Agostino was destined for greatness, Marco left his mark on Venetian history as well. A tyrant since he was barely old enough to walk, whatever Marco wanted, he got. There are records here for jewels, entire fleets of ships, all paid for by his family and all ordered directly from him. And then there's his personal life. Apparently, Marco's wife, Carlotta, used to be married to his bodyguard, Dante Moro. Dante was captain of the city guard and heir to one of the most prestigious families in Venezia. Marco was supposedly his close friend, right? But get this, Marco decides he wants Carlotta. In the Catholic religion, marriage is till death do us part, and Marco's a good Catholic. So, he hires a hit on Dante. Dante gets stabbed 3 times in the body and once in the head. But he doesn't die. He recovers with severe brain damage. Dante becomes like a child. So, what does Marco do? Well, he hires Dante as his personal bodyguard, and he gets him to sign a confession annulling the marriage. Marco takes Carlotta and keeps Dante as his personal slave. What a lovely fella.
Marco Barbarigo and Dante. Marco Barbarigo, date of birth 1413, profession noble and doge of Venice. Dante Moro, date of birth 1460, profession personal bodyguard of Marco Barbarigo. And we will receive our Carnevale mask. The Carnival mask keeps you incognito during this time. Let us move on to a couple of assassination contracts. No laughing matter. Several of the Archbishop Salviate's fellow conspirators are trying to hide from justice. They have taken advantage of Carnevale to disguise themselves as harlequins. Find them amongst the revelers and strike them down. Signed, Lorenzo. Okay, we have our first victim, and also a database entry. The Santa Maria de Carmeni. Rebecca says if you skipped this entry, you'd be on the top of that church by now. Built in the 1300s, Santa Maria de Carmeni, or Carmeni for short, was founded by a group of women who made their livelihood stitching monastic aprons for the monks in a nearby Carmelite monastery. Carmelites believed so much in these aprons, or scapulars, that the Carmelite constitution stated it was a serious fault to sleep without one, and saying Mass sans scapular resulted in automatic excommunication. Why? Because in 1251, the Virgin Mary made herself known to Simon Stock of Cambridge, and she told him that those who wore a brown scapular would be granted salvation. So 200 years later, a group of women still huddled inside Santa Maria di Carmeni, working all their lives to manufacture salvation, distilled in the form of brown aprons.
Leave me alone! I swear!
Make for the church.
Leave this place. I want to value your life.
Whatever this is about.
Carnival performers. The world-famous Carnival of Venice began in 1296 as a public holiday on the day before Lent. It soon became a time for masquerades, parties, theatrical performances, parades, street dances, egg-throwing, flirtation, and general hijinks like, killing animals in public, amuse the crowd, or rolling pigs in carts down the hill and into the river. All in all, Carnival was an important predecessor along the road to reality TV. La Rosa della Virtù. Located at the crossroads where sex and religion collide, La Rosa della Virtù, the Rose of Virtue, was run entirely by former nuns. The Pope repeatedly attempted to force the Venetian council to shut down the brothel, but it remained open until a fire in 1516 consumed it. Although the church tried to claim divine intervention, jurists found the fire to have been set by a disgruntled bishop who wanted to lie with one of the girls for free. Act of God indeed.
Absolutely no.
I'm not sure if this one saw us or was just running, but our second victim is down.
You really are the best.
Santa Maria della Visitazione. Rebecca says, I bet the view from the top is awesome. Located on the waterfront, Santa Maria della Visitazione is the second church in Venice with the same name, making it easy to end up at the wrong wedding. The church was founded in the 1400s and dedicated to Saint Jerome, the patron saint of librarians and encyclopedia writers, but then was rededicated to the Virgin's visit with Elizabeth, the mother of John the Baptist. Perhaps because visits were usually accompanied by food and are quite simply more fun. Turning on Eagle Vision, we find our third target, who walks straight towards us. Unfortunately, instead of killing the target, we killed two civilians and needed to chase after the target, who surprisingly is quite agile and slips past us. But in not too long of time, we catch up and complete our task. And now must run away from the horde of guards following us. Once we get away from them, however, we can return to what we were doing. Which, in this case, since we are in a new spot, perhaps we should take in some sights. After we sink our final viewpoint, we can go and collect treasure. But before we get too far into that, we get a database entry. The Squadro di San Travaso. This small square is used as a boatyard to build and repair gondolas. The chief means of transportation within Venice, gondolas are fashioned out of 8 different kinds of wood: mahogany, cherry, fir, walnut, oak, elm, larch, and lime, and are made of 280 pieces. The left side of the boat is longer than the right side, allowing the gondolier to pilot the gondola from the left without it changing direction, and ensuring that intoxicated gondolierers don't accidentally hit their passengers in the face with an oar while switching sides. Once we get done collecting all the treasure in this district, we get a total of 16,501 florins. And now back to assassin contracts. Crash a party. One of Francesco de Pazzi's cousins is throwing a party. Find the location of the party by tailing a guest. Once there, kill the host. I'm sure the guests won't miss him. Signed, Lorenzo. Using our special ability, we can quickly find our target. They're in a crowd of people. We can use this to our advantage to stay close if need be. After some time of tailing the target, we make it to the place where the host stands. Unfortunately, he's well guarded, but we kill him nonetheless, and now must just escape from the guards. False legacy. A Venetian condottiero has kidnapped several artists and is forcing them to depict him as a war hero. Do not let him distort history in such an obscene fashion. Kill him. Afterwards, I'll contact the artist. I need them to decorate my family's crypt. Lorenzo. I guess I'm not really sure why he decided to tell us that he needed the artist to, deal with his family's crypt, but either way. Okay, so the biggest guard there, I say we cause a little fuss.
Buy me a little time.
What you did to my sister, figlio di puttana!
I thought that guard was headed towards us. In the midst of all this chaos, I lost the target. However, it's on our map, and there he is, the biggest guy. So while he's distracted, we can go in for the kill and slip out unnoticed. From here, let's do this assassin tomb to get another seal. Visit the Giorni's secret. Solve the riddles of Visit Giorni's catacombs to find the assassin seal hidden within.
There is something moving over there in that haystack.
Sit back down. We're in the middle of playing a tarot game.
No, this time I saw something. I know it.
That's what you say every time. You were right. There was something in the haystack, you feminuccia.
I'm tired of your jokes. This isn't funny. I could have been killed.
By rats.
You don't take our work seriously. One misstep, one time you turn your back in the wrong direction, and you're dead.
Because of rats.
I'm not going to explain myself to you anymore.
Please, don't stop. This is so entertaining.
Let me be.
Please, come back.
No!
I'll protect you. Don't worry.
Vaffanculo!
Is this really how it's going to be?
See.
Oh, we made them fight. I took some time to hope that this guard would come closer to the stack, but he doesn't. Jumping out, we run straight for the other guard. Unfortunately, he saw us coming. The other guard, however, didn't, so we'll dispatch him before he can have the chance to attack us. And now we must chase down the other guard. And of course, before grabbing the seal, we can receive a total of 2,000 1,000 florins in this crypt. And now that we're done with the crypt, we can search for feathers lying in wait in this district. And our first one is right around that area. Getting to the area reveals that it's on this post. And like usual, we will mark them on the map and then find them in the game. And also, just to note, we did collect the codexes in this district. I just didn't show it this time. I did that while we were collecting treasure. But with all the feathers found in that district, we can go back to the villa and check up on things. Everything from the outside looks vibrant and great. It seems that everybody inside is having a great time walking around, shopping. Everything is great here. But we can collect our almost 53,000 florins. And we can talk to Claudia about looking at the books, seeing everything.
You here to look at the book?
Looking good there. And we can put any codex we have on the wall. Only a few left to collect. Looks like 3 or 4 of them. After that, we can deposit our feathers near Mama Maria. That's a total of 9 feathers there. And now that that's all done, and we have our 6 assassin seals, we can go down to the sanctuary and unlock Altiars' armor.
Thank you, Altair, for this great gift. May it shield me from my enemies.
And that is where we will end the episode. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like, subscribe, comment, tell me what I can do better, tell me what you thought. Just comment anything, and I hopefully will respond to it, and we can have a little bit of a conversation going here. Again, thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.
You here to look at the book?